going on YouTube? It's RetroBitPanda here with another pickups video. I managed to get a lot of things over these past 2 weekends. Some good stuff, and it was a pretty heartbreaking story that I'll get to. But first I wanted to show what I got last weekend. It should be the last weekend of April. I wasn't in town, so I wasn't able to go to the local flea market. I was in Southern California visiting my dad and my brother. But we did go to the flea market there, and the only 3 games that I got were Spider-Man and X-Men for Gameboy and WWF Superstars 2. I got these 2 for $6, I think, and I got a nice condition copy of Star Fox 64. It had some like pretty bold writing right here, but what I did was I went to the local, was it AutoZone, and picked up this thing called Majoras Plastics. Now that stuff is used for headlights, but it's also really good at taking off marker. I saw it on one of Cyphic's videos, and he was showing how or he was letting everybody know how well it works. I just did like a half-assed job on this one because I just wanted to get it in time for the video. But yeah, just go ahead and go get that. It's called Majoras Plastics, and it's really good just for taking off the marker and stuff like that. So that's all I got this past weekend at that flea market in Southern California. My girlfriend did go to the local flea market, and she got these 3 cool little things. She got a DS Lite Yoshi carrying case. Put the system right here, and has a slot for 3 game cartridges. I think she paid, what was it, like 50 cents for this. And she got a berry pink Game Boy Color. It's in really good condition, however it does not turn on. I'm not sure if it has to do with the springs. But I think she only paid like $3 on it, so hey, we can still probably get it fixed. So hopefully we can do that soon. I want to order those bits, those like those custom screwdrivers to pull those out. And she got this cool Pokédex. That's like a little screen in there, and it turns on. There you go. Oh, I just turned it off. But it has little games and stuff like that, and gives you like a detailed list of Pokemons from the first generation, I believe, and onward. I'm not sure where it cuts off. So that's what we got together last weekend, and this weekend I went to the flea market on Saturday and Sunday, and I went to a church sale, which is where I get to the heartbreaking story, and I didn't get much the first day at the flea market. I got BattleBots Design and Destroy, and F-Zero, I guess it'd be Grand Prix Legend. So I bought both of these for $3. Bulks up the Game Boy Advance collection. And I got a copy of Air Diver on the Genesis, which is complete. Label's in pretty good condition. I haven't tested this out yet, but it looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like a first-person shooter, I believe. You can see like the inside of the cockpit there. Yeah, so I picked this up for $2, I think. This is a guy that resells just about everything there, and he usually sometimes has Genesis games. I remember I got Lion King off of him, and he has like other like mostly sports one, but he always has them in the box, so that's pretty cool. So I spent like $5 on this lot, and then I got this really good condition Nintendo Entertainment System. I swapped it out with my current system because it's just in really good shape. It's really clean, like no yellowing. I'm not sure if it's gonna focus, but the bottom is just in really good condition. It came with an RF adapter, which I do not have handy, but it did have a Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt in there. I thought, well, the pins in this one were kind of it was like the games would come out like fairly easy, so I'm assuming that the pins were kind of messed up. But I tested it out using the RF port, and it worked pretty fine. Both systems worked great, but my other one had kind of like some like chips right here and at the bottom of the kind of like some carving and stuff like that. But paid $10 for it with the RF adapter. I took a chance on it. So I was pretty happy with that. And again, that's all I got at the flea market on Saturday. So the next thing I went to go towards was this church sale. I don't know if it's a school or at a church. I'm not sure what it is, but it was gonna be this whole like thing that was gonna like send their kids to like a science fair. I'm not sure what it was gonna be about, but I just went because of the possibility of finding games there. So my girlfriend told me about it, and I went there on Saturday. It said it was gonna be open at 8, so I'm assuming since it was a church sale, it was gonna open up at 8. But I guess they let people in early. So that was kind of douchey of them. But anyways, the first thing I picked up was Dot Hack Infection on the PS2. I picked this up. I got pretty happy, but then I remembered like, oh, it might not all be in there. But it's in there, the manual, or the manual, as Richard Liberty would say it. Dot hack, liminality. I'm not pronounce that. And the game, which is in really, really good condition. I don't think this has been played actually, but it had a pink tag on it, and pink meant $1, so that was a good snag. I guess the only thing that's wrong with it cosmetically is just the top of this corner right here is kind of bulging out. But I can just replace the case with another case that I have. So I picked that up for $1. Now, the next things that I got were, you guys are gonna probably cringe. So I'm walking down to where the books are at. I'm just gonna bring this up here just so you guys won't have to be looking at nothing. I went to where these books were at and where these CDs were at. So I'm looking around, and underneath the table that had a bunch of books was a box or like a bin, and the bin had a bunch of Game Boy Advance cases. So immediately I sprung on it. I grabbed it, set it aside, started like bum rushing it, and that's when I realized that every single one of them was empty. It had Neo Geo Pocket Color games. It had Game Boy Advance games. It had even Game Boy Advance Japanese import cases, but those were the ones that were in the worst condition, like falling apart and stuff like that. So, I was like, damn, I was looking around to see if I can find the cartridges anywhere by any chance, and no, the cartridges weren't around. So I'm looking around. I go back to electronics. Maybe I can find the cartridges, and I see this other bin full of those games, and there was like some Russian lady. She was gonna buy some, but the ones that I did grab were, hold on, let me go grab. Oh, give me 1 second. Can you go grab the metal slug that's on top of the Smash Brothers? So, sorry about that, guys. The first 3 that I picked up were for the Neo Geo Pocket Color, and the first one being the Match of the Millennium. Again, these are all empty, and most of them came with their manuals, so I don't have this game yet, but it's like a $10 game, so I'll pick it up sometime soon. Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure, and this is my copy of the game, and the manual's in here. And I think that one of the coolest ones was the Metal Slug First Mission case. Comes in this really cool SNK carrying case. But the thing I don't like about these cases is it doesn't have like a clip so that holds it steady, so when you close it, it makes a whole bunch of noise. So those are the first 3 that I got, and I'm looking around. I must have searched the place for like 25-30 minutes and no cartridges. So I asked one of the ladies working there. She knew where the cartridges are at, and she said, you know what, the way that happened was they had all the cases, and they took all the games out and put them in one little bin. So they were gonna put that bin at the register, because they had like a register kind of thing, and I would take this up there, and they would say, here's a game, and put the game in there for me, and I'd be on my way. Stuff like that, right? Well, there was a bunch of stubborn people working there, so I guess one guy got fed up, and he was being an asshole, like really, like he was being like a real douche to me when I was asking him questions about certain things. and I guess he had set it out on the table, and somebody picked up the case with, I shit you not, guys, I have the cases for them right here, but he must have bought them all, and I guess the price that they gave him was like $30, so he made off like a bandit. But I'm not that concerned, because I mean, yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, like, I got all these cases, and it kind of just makes the quest or the search more fun for me. Like, I'll find a game, I'm like, oh, I have a case for that. So the next games, so it's, oh, can you give me that golden symbol? Sorry. So the games that I got, or the cases, sorry, that I got for the games were Breath of Fire by Capcom, and these are in really good condition. And this one came with its manual. They got Golden Sun: The Lost Age. This one definitely has this manual. It's pretty heavy in there. The first Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance. This one doesn't have a manual. It's manual, unfortunately. But what's cool about the Golden Sun one and a couple of the other ones that I got, was that it actually has the baggie in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. The bag of the games actually came in. So that was like real. This guy that I guess somebody from the church must have sold his collection or something, but he or she kept their games in really good condition. So I got that. The next one is Pocky and Rocky with Becky by Natsume. I haven't played this game or the Pocky and Rocky games, but it looks pretty fun. I'm not sure. It's kind of like, I'm not sure if it's like a beat 'em up or whatever, but that's pretty cool. And this is probably the worst condition case that I got, but it's Advance Wars, and I'm not sure this one has its manual actually. It might not. I'm not sure. It might just be the inserts. So I got those, and I got a couple more. I got the next three, or two of them are Game Boy Color games actually. The first one being Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages. This one has its manual. Again, these are in phenomenal condition. The Legend of Zelda: The Oracle of Seasons. This one has its manual as well. And The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past with the 4 swords. This one does not have its manual, but that's alright, as long as I can get the game soon. And I know this guy at the flea market that actually has that game, so I'll probably buy that one from him soon. So the next two are the ones that I was pretty excited about. Pokemon Sapphire. Again, just phenomenal shape. And Pokemon Ruby. So, again, the only ones that I had were these 3 Neo Geo Pocket ones. And then the Russian lady had all of these. But she, like, had a fit, and she was, like, going crazy and saying, like, why am I going to want them with no case, with no games? What do I want a case for? And I'm like, okay, well, if you don't want them, I'll take them. So she's like, yeah, take them. I don't care. So I took this whole stack to this lady that was working there, and I'd asked her, how much would they sell them to me for? And she said 25 cents a piece. So I got 13 of them, which would be $3.25. So that was a pretty good deal in my opinion. I paid it on $1, so it was like $4.25. But what I really enjoy about these Pokemons that I have now is that they are complete with the baggie and all the inserts. I mean, all that's really missing is a seal. So both of them actually have the baggies. So just like a comparison with them, I know you guys have seen my first video on here, but just like a comparison. See up here, this one's kind of sticking out, and then on the back it had a tear on it. I don't know if it's going to focus in time, but this is just flawless. So that's a comparison of Rubies, and then the Sapphire one, which my old one was pretty beat up. You can see it's kind of dented right there and stuff like that. But now I have a better version one. So that was really cool. I paid $4.25 for the entire lot, and like I said, it's gonna be a little bit more fun looking for these games now. So after that, I took the drive home and went garage sailing. Didn't find anything, but my girlfriend actually did. She went to a couple garage sales in town. She couldn't go to the one that we go to normally because she had to work. But she did find some really cool some really cool finds. First up is Mario Party DS, and let me make sure that all right, cool. The Nintendo points aren't showing. Comes complete. Here's the game. I haven't. Oh, actually, we did test this out. So that was pretty cool for $5. It wasn't a bad deal at all. And if you watched my handheld collection video, you know how much I wanted one of these. And Subway to Saturn. I'm sorry, man, if you get kind of jealous right now, but I got a PSP, and she got this for $20, so $25 for the entire lot. And it came with the charger, and it's cool, like a pre-owned GameStop box. But all it needs is a little bit of charging. And that one came with, shit, I forgot. What is it? Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo. I think that's like the name of the game. So that was really cool, and I thank her also very much for finding that. So the next day, we get up early and head to the flea market as always, and the first 5 minutes of being there, I picked up this Dreamcast. It's a little it's pretty yellow up top. I gotta fix that up, but it came with its power cord and 2 controllers, and inside was a copy of NBA 2K2. But I got that, and it does turn on. I don't have anything to test the picture out. And then these 2 pretty cool controllers, they're like see-through blue. And the sticks are in pretty good condition. So that was $10 total. I didn't really have a problem paying that. I did see Marvel vs. Capcom on the Dreamcast later that day, but it was going for $20, so I kind of passed on those. Now the next thing was pretty interesting. I got these. I did a little bit of research. I think these are like development chips for the Nintendo DS. You see, it says like DS right there, and it has like Nintendo. So I'm not exactly sure. I can't really find anything online, but I got 7 of them. I'm not sure if they're worth anything. I did see like some people were selling them for like $20 a piece, but I'm not sure what I need to get these checked out or something like that. But I paid $5 for all 7 of these. Some of them have the names, like one of this is Rhapsody, so I don't know, like something Rhapsody, and then 2 of them are Naruto, Shippuden Ninja Destiny 2. I saw them, and I just took a chance on it for $5. And the next 2 things that my girlfriend got for me. And these characters are from Dragon Quest. I'm not sure what the name of them are, but they're like those little water droplets, and they're like piggy banks. So that's pretty cool. I think we paid like for this, and then like 2 like Hello Kitty figures for her. I think we paid like $10 total. So that was pretty cool. And that's all we got at that stand. I'm trying not to make this video too long, guys. I'm sorry, but we're going to this toy stand where they sell a bunch of Legos, and the lady there pulled out an N64 with an expansion, which she wanted $25 for, and I wasn't really willing to pay that much. I already have one, so like I don't really have a use for it. But I did ask her if she had any games for it, and she said yes. So she goes inside and her truck, and she pulls out 2 games. And the first game was, I could tell it was GoldenEye because she had a label face out, but the second one was like that, and I'm like, oh, it's Majora's Mask. And she flipped it around, and it ended up being Ocarina of Time, sorry. And I asked her how much she wanted for it, and she's like, oh, 15 because it's Zelda. So I'm like, would you take 10? And she's like, yeah, sure. So she didn't really haggle with me right there. But yeah, I was pretty stoked to find that. Now all I need is the holographic Majora's Mask, and I'll have, I think, every variation of the Zelda games on the N64. I already have this one boxed, and I have Majora's Mask, but not the holographic version. So, what's next? Oh, these 2 little figures. We went to this kind of like another kind of toy stand, and just because the movie's coming out soon, I picked. Oh, it's not gonna be about this one, obviously, but it's I picked up a Mecha Godzilla, which is pretty cool. I asked the guy how much he wanted, and he wanted $1 for it. And then we've seen Indiana Jones, Mickey Mouse, Indiana Jones. And my girlfriend loves Mickey Mouse, so I told him how much for both of them, and he said, just give me $1 for the 2 of them. So that was pretty cool. I really want... Sorry, guys, my camera kind of got a little kind of spazzed out a little. But anyways, the next thing we went to was this kind of like reseller family that sells at the flea market. Now they take up like 6 spots at the flea market. It's just pretty annoying, and of course they overprice everything. So it really sucks sometimes because one of them, like on one side they sell games, on the other side they kind of sell like DVDs with games mixed in. So I'll go to the side with DVDs and the games mixed in, and I'll find like a cart, and I'll say, how much is this? And they'll say how much, and they'll go ask their sister or whatever, how much would you sell this for? And they'll say like, oh, $40. So that blows. But I caught him slipping, or we caught him slipping definitely. My girlfriend, out of a bin, my girlfriend noticed there was a Final Fantasy VIII sticking out. So we guessed how many cases were going to be discs were going to be missing. But to our surprise, it was complete. And had discs 1 through 4 with the manual up front, and then it had the Final Fantasy mini walkthrough, and discs 3 and 4. So that was a really good find, and I'm like, okay, well now I'm gonna expect like the $40 or whatever, which is, this game's not even worth $40. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, excuse me, how much is this? And she said $4. So I guess I caught him slipping. Well, now I was pretty excited because I have Final Fantasy 9 and 8 now. I needed 7. And Final Fantasy 6. I don't know how many Final Fantasies there are on the PlayStation, so you guys can correct me on that. But yeah, we're just looking around, and the last thing that I picked up this past weekend was, again, to accompany the Mechagodzilla. I got Godzilla on the Gameboy. Now, in my banner on my channel, it says reviews, and I've been wanting to do a review, and this is the perfect one to start with, because it is, God, it's just kind of, it's really weird. I was expecting a lot more, but tune in for that one. So I think I picked like $6 for this one, so that was cool. And it's just to accompany the movie coming out soon, and I'm really excited for it and everything like that. So yeah, guys, that's basically all I got. I got all those empty boxes, the dot hack infection, Dreamcast, the PSP, courtesy of my girlfriend. These really, sorry about that. These really crazy Nintendo DS cards. And I mean, I'd say it was a good weekend. I kind of made up for lost time from last weekend. And again, it's always really fun to go game hunting. My girlfriend always tells me that it's not a race, it's a journey. And I feel it is like it's like that, because I'm not gonna go out there hoping to find all the Zeldas and Final Fantasies. I want to, but it's like you get what you find, basically. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'm sorry the video's so long. I just had a lot of stuff to show. So again, thanks for watching. If you could like and subscribe, it'd be awesome. And just let me know what you got. Comment in the comments down below, and let me know what you picked up. And yeah, guys, until next time, take care.